Okay guys, today jezuzfreek777 made a new video. I think it was titled Amsterdam, Prostitution, Drugs, and You. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, we see that. I haven't watched this video yet, but just by the title, I am pretty sure that it's going to suck. So let's look at it. Also, I won't be cussing in this one because apparently cussing offends him. Poor cussing.
Hey, YouTube, Jesus Freak with you once again.
Hello,
I
Jesus
talk to you
Freak.
about how people make ridiculous opinions,
Are you? Oh, okay, lag.
how
But anyway,
they form
are you
opinions
saying?
through ridiculous thought processes?
Chill for a second. You're saying that opinions can be ridiculous? In my opinion, your opinion is ridiculous. We know what opinion. Whatever.
And pretty much, when I say ridiculous thought processes, I mean selfish thought processes.
Selfish, huh?
Let me tell you why it's easy to justify what we do in this world based upon what we want.
Okay, tell me.
It's kind of human nature. Give you one little example right off the bat. A while back, I did Grand Theft Auto video games
Stupid video lag.
series. I did a video talking about how it was a game that encouraged violence,
Indeed, it is. Promiscuity? Yeah.
Prostitution, sexuality.
Yeah.
It encourages car theft, violence,
Your point?
killing of benevolent human beings, innocent bystanders and such. Definitely not a game for young people to play. But
Okay, lagging.
people quickly said, "Oh, that's not."
Also, you said it's not a game for young people to play. Honestly, I don't think you have the opinion to judge it. I hate the game because people who play the game think they're all badass, even though they're pussies. But I don't like the game either. But you can't say that this group of people should not play this video game. I think that's wrong.
Right, there's nothing wrong with that game. But yet, society seems
There's
to
shit
understand clearly that violence begets violence. All this week I've been hearing commercials asking for donations for toys to help underprivileged children. Now, what they're asking for is non-violent toys to be dropped off. The reason is because the experts seem to agree that violence begets violence. If you raise
Yes, it
children
does.
in violent culture, they tend to see violence as being less immoral. Now, I'm not on board all the whole PC stuff. I mean, should a kid be able to play with a Dark Knight toy? Sure.
You even consider that somewhat violent? So I assume you consider Legend of Zelda violent because you consider Mario violent. But I don't know. I think that's a stupid opinion, personally. Oh, also, by the way, this video isn't meant to be a refutation. It's just my opinion on his video. Because I don't even know what it is. I probably won't be able to refute it on the top of my head anyway.
Should a kid be, killing kids or other people on a video game and renting prostitutes? Absolutely not. So
Of course.
somewhere in the middle is a reasonable approach.
I would agree.
One more example would be pornography. People quickly justify pornography and say, hey, it's fine as long as it's 2 consenting adults or 10 consent.
It's fine because it's nature. It's just nature being recorded on camera.
Adults. Filming for other consenting adults, there's no problem. Well, I would ask you this. Would you want to see your mom in a video with 9 other consenting adults?
Okay, the answer is no, but honestly, that's their own freedom. I don't intrude on other people's freedom, and you shouldn't either. Okay.
Would you want to see your daughter in a video with 9
Okay, we get it.
consenting adults? Or 1 other consenting adult? Or your son? Would you
We
want
get the friggin' point.
that for your loved ones? You see, most of us...
If they want to do it, I'm perfectly fine with that. That's like saying, would you want your loved ones to slide down a slide at a park? Just because you personally find it wrong doesn't mean it's wrong, okay?
wouldn't want that. But we'll justify something as long as it gratifies our flesh, our sinful desires.
Who cares if the desires are sinful? They're human desires, okay?
We inherently know pornography is inappropriate. That's why we...
Okay, at a certain extent it is inappropriate. It's inappropriate for young children to be watching it, of course. I don't know why, but it is. I don't consider it to be. I mean, I don't watch it. I've watched it before, but that was years ago, and I don't really watch it. But saying that it's inappropriate for people to watch it, and I know you're talking about young children, because you don't care if adults do this. But seriously, you're honestly, like, not thinking about freedom at all, and I'm not going to be able to refute the whole video, but still.
Would hide it from our children. If you did have pornography, and even if you could reconcile your mother or son or daughter being in it, you would still most likely hide it from a young child because...
Well, I don't know exactly what I'll be thinking if I ever have children, but if I'm thinking on the same lengths that I am now, I wouldn't hide it from them. I would not let them see it at a young age. But once they became the age where they understood some of this stuff, because I pretty much understand all of it, so I'm a bit advanced with my knowledge of it, but at the age of 13, I wouldn't stop them from it. I wouldn't go ahead, here, want to watch a porno with me and we can whack off? No, I wouldn't do that. But I wouldn't condemn that from them because I don't see anything wrong with it. The only thing I see wrong with it is the fact that the media makes it seem so glorified. And that's wrong because it gets all these other people to have sex and all that stuff. And although I don't see much problem with that, it definitely causes problems.
It's inappropriate. Most of
To
us
you.
recognize that. It's just, we try to sell...
It's not a fact that it's inappropriate. You just consider it inappropriate, okay? That's your opinion. It's not fact. So stop selling it as a fact.
Thing to have, and it's not immoral. The reason I'm really making this video is about illegal drug use. See, it's another one of those
Okay, let's get
sins
to the point already.
that we want to justify. Now, I know everyone has an opinion on decriminalization and decriminalization of drugs. Everyone has a reason, and everyone...
Okay, before this, let's just state my opinion. I think all drugs should be legal and regulated very strengthfully because people aren't getting their heads blown off by drug dealers, okay? That's basically my opinion, and I don't know.
is firm in their reasons as to why they believe what they believe. What I find interesting is it's usually the people that want to use drugs that want to decriminalize it. And I say usually because they're the exception to the rule, and vice
Such as me, I've done it before, but I don't use it currently.
versa for the whole criminalization aspect of it. And when you ask people why they want to have drugs decriminalized, they usually will point towards the Netherlands and say, look, over in Amsterdam, it's a fine, great utopian society, everything's great. Prostitute.
What? I don't see where you're getting this from, because most people I talk to who say drugs should be illegal don't say, look, Amsterdam has it legal, let's make it legal ourselves. I don't see that around school because I have friends who agree with me on this position. I have some who disagree with me, but I also have friends who agree with me on this, and they never say anything about Amsterdam except for joking around about it, like, marijuana, Amsterdam, you know the jokes, I assume. You have children, of course they're too young to really make those jokes yet, but at least as far as I know, I don't know. I don't pay attention to your children. I don't give a crap. Anyway, sure, Amsterdam has drugs, but whatever. I'll adjust as it comes by.
Is legal. Drugs are legal. Now let's look at this article I found just recently. Netherlands, Amsterdam. Unveiled plans Saturday to close brothels, sex shops, and marijuana cafes in its ancient city center as a part of a major effort to drive organized crime out of the tourist haven.
I believe that's said in one certain area, so it's not like they're closing them all. They're just closing them in the center. I don't know. That could probably be a majority of Amsterdam, but I don't know anything about Amsterdam except for they have legal marijuana. Whatever, keep going.
The city is targeting businesses that generate criminality, including gambling parlors and the so-called coffee shops where marijuana is openly sold. Also targeted are the peep shows, massage parlors, and souvenir shops used by drug dealers for money laundering. You see, even in Amsterdam, they're realizing that this type of behavior brings in other worse behavior.
What made you think they ever didn't? They obviously don't care about it that much, so they don't... Whatever. Let's just keep it on. I forgot what I was going to say.
Now, I'll be fair, the article does say they don't plan on closing all the shops. They plan on trying to police it a little bit better and
Indeed.
minimizing it.
Indeed.
Because they do understand that's why people come. So they kind of, are in a predicament where they know that the product they are selling is horrible to their society.
We're going to continue this next part because I'm almost out of time, as you can see. I mean, I'm sure you can see. But we're already about halfway through the video, so I don't know how I'm going to get myself more peppermint patties, and you're going to watch the next part, because if you don't, I'll kill you in your sleep.